My nose is stuffy. You have audio, right? You can hear me, right? Okay. Trying to hold on. It won't let me listen to the thing you sent, the voice message. Let me see if I can close it. I don't know if it's glitched out or like on your side or mine. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't know what you said. It shows me the message, but it doesn't like I can press the play button, but nothing happens. It just turns like the button changes, but it doesn't. I can't hear anything or any other stuff. Let me think. I did just before this changed my control scheme, so hopefully I won't be like really bad, but if I'm liable to be bad because of that. Not to make excuses, but ah. Alright, so... Also, the other thing is that, I don't have anything unlocked. There's this thing called Prestige, named after the word prestige, and, essentially you get to max level, and then you reset, and when you reset, you gain a level of prestige, and, you lose, like, things temporarily, but you can get back to 100, and as you keep going, obviously it's more difficult to prestige to reset than it is to just keep everything unlocked. And in turn, you get rewarded with stuff. That stuff is like there's legendary weapons, which are just like people's, like in the lore, people's custom weapons, like the characters involved. And so like here's a few of them. This one is like relatively realistic. This is just a, like the receiver is color case hardened, and you can see it when it loads here. This shimmery stuff that you see on the surface is called I actually always get this wrong. I don't, it's either color case hardened or case color hardened. It's one of those. But it's like it's a process that it's like a finish, which is a general term to refer to any final manufacturing process that you apply to a product. So like finish on a wood is usually like some kind of like dye, like sometimes they'll dye wood colors or they'll coat it in like lacquer to preserve it. That would be a finish for wood. For metal, usually it's like a patina, which is like a stain, for metal though. So it's like it's like rust, but rust penetrates all the way through metal, like specifically alloys of iron, and it compromises the structural integrity of the metal, whereas other types of reactions, like iron oxide, is rust. So when rust starts accumulating on something that's an alloy of iron, it's oxidizing. Just like how when you cut an apple in half, it turns kind of brown on the inside. That's iron oxide as well, actually. But it's reacting with the oxygen in there. Now, another example would be like aluminum oxide. If you have something made out of aluminum, it will rust, but the type of rust for aluminum, when aluminum oxidizes, it doesn't penetrate. Um, it doesn't go all the way through the metal. So only the surface oxidizes and the rest of it is uncompromised. And what that means is that it's not really a big deal. And there's other reactions that you can do with iron that is similar to that, and that is essentially what a patina is. You're reacting the metal, but a specific chemical where it only affects the surface and it won't penetrate through the entire thing. These are other legendaries. I have a few that I showed in game. But there's a lot. There's like a ton of them. So this one is like, it just has little engravings there as opposed to the regular one, and it says 1 of 1,000. There's not like a limit on these like in game, but in the lore it says Philip Huff Jones Winfield, named, wait, what? Named for his wife. Finch tried to present it to her as a gift, but she would not accept the tribute. It unceremoniously entered the arsenal of his men. That seems like a weird sentence. But, yeah. And then console 8, I just number them. Every now and then I reset, name it something else. So, a few streams ago, we were on like 5 or something like that. I don't want to name it part because it's not like part of a whole. It's not like a story game where we go from like one, like beginning to end, start to finish. They're just like, I just number them instead of saying like part 1 or part 2. Because it's not ending. This is another, this is the one that I just got recently. I don't really plan on using it because the bright white kind of like is not conducive to stealth, but it's kind of cute. Obviously this one has like gold plated kind of stuff on it, and then these ones have engraving. This one has engraving, this one has engraving. I have these, I like these too. Some of them I like, some of them I don't care for. Like this one I don't really care for because it has like embellishment like along the blade, which doesn't really make sense. I would have been fine if it had like the coppery stuff just in the center where the like flame is. But I don't really like the along the edges. I have this one that I was using just a little bit. I only killed like one person with it, but it looks nice. This is a really, really hefty. You're only like allowed to carry like 6 bullets with this because it's such a large caliber. For game balancing purposes, you can only carry a certain amount of ammunition depending on how powerful that ammunition is, essentially. This one's really, this is like an elephant gun. This is the kind of thing that you would carry if you're hunting like very, very dangerous game, like rhinos, that kind of thing. I don't think it says here, does it? It says Nitro Express bullet, but it doesn't say like the caliber on it. There's a few different Nitro Express calibers. Their calibers are like kind of they're really just nomenclature. They're just names. They're just selling like marketing names. Uh, Usually they're close to what they are, like what their actual dimensions are, but they're not always. Um, there's 500 Nitro Express, there's 700 Nitro Express, and I think there is a couple of other ones as well. Trying to find ammo for such a thing would be nigh impossible. You have to order it online pretty much. Before the internet, it would have, like, you would have had to load your own, like, exclusively, pretty much. Usually when you buy a rifle like that, or a handgun or something else, usually the manufacturer will know, like, somebody who sells it, like a company that sells the ammunition that goes with their rifle, if it's such a rare caliber, or the manufacturer of the rifle will make the ammo as well. So, back in the day, if you saw this in the newspaper or something, and you sent them a letter, and they wrote back and said, yeah, send a check, and we'll make one of these custom for you, then you'd send the check, they would take it to the bank, and then they'd get to work on your rifle. It would take them like a year or so to make it, and then they would ship it back to you, and like while it's being made, you probably get like a receipt or something shipped back to you, uh, and then you'd get your rifle or whatever firearm it is, and after that they might have like a note in it saying, if you need ammunition or reloading supplies, contact this company, or something like that. Similar to like warranty information, just general things that you need to continue using the product. There's a few of them. I like the designs, most of them. I at least like the like general direction. If you look in a lot of games, they'll have like stupid, like these ones are the Halloween ones, and I'm not like crazy about them, but a lot of games will have like really ridiculous like cosmetic stuff for their weapons, where like your gun glows or something, or it like shows something like on the side of it, like a screen or some stupid stuff like that. I much prefer like these where it's just engraved, it's nice. It looks nice, it looks personal, it looks interesting and stuff, but it's not like ridiculous. And then some of them are cool, like this one is just this one is like a different style of knife, but functionally the same as the regular knife. So like, if we look at, fuck. It's functionally the same exact thing as this one. So just a crusty ass knife. But that legendary makes it into like a Tonto, which is nice because there wouldn't really be much of a difference between the two. Like there would be some difference for sure, but in practical terms, there shouldn't be that much difference. And similarly, it would be silly for them to like program a whole another weapon into the game just based on like a small blade shape difference. The first game with extreme details when it comes to guns, to me at least. They are pretty, yes. This game has a lot more details than most others. Um, if you notice, whenever we shoot in the bottom right, you can actually see dots like circles, and when they are empty, that is literally like showing you an empty chamber, you know? Like it's showing you that one of the chambers is holding like a fired cartridge or is just straight up empty in general. Instead of where most games would just give you a number and it'll say you have like 22 bullets left exactly or something. This one, you can still tell exactly how many, but you have to like actually count the circles. And I prefer the indication of circles to just giving you a number. Anyway, enough of that. I don't know exactly what I want to bring. Really, I want to kind of like level some stuff up, but it's not particularly interesting. We'll see if I can do a few different things at once, maybe. I want to level stuff up because after the prestige, I like, you know, I only have a few things unlocked. I'm 15 out of 64 different levels that unlock stuff, and 100 total levels, and a lot of stuff is like behind other gates that are not related to this level, so. Let me think. Oof. This is, by the way, one of the thingies I was telling you about. Let's go to the thing. Somewhere here. You see how the knife right here, this knife is affixed to the end of the barrel? Knives like that are called bayonets. You can use them as regular knives, but they have a little loop in the hilt, usually in the hilt, that allows you to put it over the barrel, and that essentially turns your rifle into a spear if you need to do any hand-to-hand combat. It's not the greatest thing, but it can help. It can be pretty useful. I wouldn't want to like do too much with it. Like I wouldn't want to like try and cut a tree down with the bayonet attached or not. If it's attached, it'll probably eventually pull the barrel in one direction, which will mean that you'll have to re-zero your sights, if you even can do that. Usually bending the barrel means that your sights are not going to be able to adjust far enough to compensate for it. But the spearing motion of it is usually in a direction where it shouldn't harm the accuracy, the precision of the weapon. Let me think. I certainly do not want this for this guy. I suppose we could skip this stuff. Wait a sec. I guess, like, everyone has that fucking perk. It's fine. See, I really want to use oof. Is the Tonto blade they use to kill themselves as the last act of honor? The Ronins. I have no idea. I know that the Tonto is it's usually just paired with their other stuff like the katana and the wakizashi and the other things like the nagakiba and their I don't know a whole lot about like Asian blades. I know like a few like basic things, but I don't know about the usage of them. It could be. I know the Tonto has been referred to as O Tonto, and usually when they put O in front of something, it means that it's honorable. So if that was like what they use to kill themselves is like a last thing of like not submitting to the enemy, like a gesture of unwillingness to submit, then that would make sense that they would call it something like that. I want to use this, but here's the problem. Alright, so ammo in this game is generalized to a few different categories. There's shotgun ammo, there's compact ammo, there's medium ammo, and there's long ammo. And then there's also special ammo. So instead of like actual like legitimate calibers, they're generalized to like a size essentially. And that's so that you actually are able to find ammunition, because if they only had specific calibers, it would be incredibly difficult to try to find like the exact caliber for your weapon. Because if we look through like if we look through all of these, this is in one caliber, and this is in another caliber, and this is in another caliber, and this is in another caliber. Actually, these two might be the same caliber, actually. But besides those two, this is in a different caliber, this is in a different caliber, this is in a different caliber. The shotguns are usually in the same caliber, besides like a minor nuanced mistake that they made with one of them. This is in a different caliber. This is the rifle part of this is in a different caliber. This one has a shotgun, which is probably, it would probably be 12 gauge. So I don't know, permit that one. This is in a different caliber. This one is in a different caliber. This one is actually, but asterisk, this one is in a different caliber, but it's the same as this one at the top. So somewhat more common, but not very much more common. This is in a different caliber. This is in a different caliber, not shared with any of the others. Same as, you know, that one. This is in a different caliber, not shared with any of the others. Except for this one. These two are essentially the same gun, except this one is double action, hence the name Officer. It's given to more important people, and then this one is single action only. They got the trigger wrong, but that's nuance difference. But those are the only two that share ammo of that caliber. This is in a different caliber, not shared by any of them. This is a shotgun. This is in its own caliber as well. This is in its own caliber. 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 This is a shotgun, so it's all the shotguns are supposed to be 12 gauge, even though this one is technically 10 gauge, based on the model that they chose to use. But it's supposed to be. The 1887 itself is 12 gauge. If we look at the model, it says 1901, which is it is the same 1887, but it's specifically one that came out in the year 1901 and was only chambered in 10 gauge, and that was the only difference from that and the 1887. So like, I know, a lot of like information. This is a shared caliber, actually. This is one of the calibers above. Same with this one. These are essentially the same gun. They're both the 1873, just this one has a shorter magazine tube. And similarly, this one on the top holds 15 plus 1 in the chamber, and then this one on the bottom holds 7 plus 1 in the chamber. And this one, I think this is actually, I think this is a shared caliber with one of the ones above. But that's not even all of the weapons. I think that's just like, that's the majority of them, but they almost all use different calibers. You know, there's like one or two, maybe three at most that will share the same caliber, but other than that, they're all pretty much different. So trying to, if the game separated them by actual like literally what they fire, you would never be able to find the right ammunition. So they generalize it into categories. Now the where this ties in is that I want to use this one, but um I want to use these two guns together. But if I do that, using compact ammo, I don't really get that much penetration, which sucks. I would get it if I used this special ammo, but I can't use that same special one for both of them, which sucks. And then if I only use it on this one, then I can't. They share ammunition right now, so if we never mind. Like it's you carry more essentially. So if you're two if your weapons are sharing ammunition, you have a big pool. You can use it in either any of your weapons because they're all considered the same. So these are all considered compact. So I could use it out of any of them. But if I start specializing this one, then I can no longer use that ammunition in this one. And same thing vice versa. And like the benefit of sharing ammo is that if you wanted to, you could have something you can bring more with one gun that can maybe like do a lot of the stuff that you're aiming for, and then have the others is just backup really. Where like you don't reload them very often or anything, you just have them just in case. Like if you run out of ammo in the middle of a fight and you don't have time to reload. It's a nuanced thing. You'll understand the more we stream this, but I don't want to throw away penetration because last time, actually no, not last time. Last several times, I think there was like two other games where I decided that oh penetration is not that important. I could probably how often do I use it? And then I immediately got into a situation where I could see someone on the other side of the wall, but I had no ammunition that would penetrate uh and do damage like on the other side of it. So I think that I don't know what to do. We have to use something. I'll make a decision here. Let's just roll with this for now, I guess. The fuck? I feel like this is not an intelligent choice, though. Alright, we're just gonna use this. I think. Probably. Maybe. Thinking still. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. We'll just use this. What does that mean? .218 B caliber? I thought it was... Nope. It should say matchmaking. There we go. Sometimes it glitches out, but they're gonna make a optimized version of this game in April. I mean, they're not going to make it. They are making it right now. It's gonna release in April. And they said that they're gonna try and figure out other stuff as well, like on the server side. There's a few little issues, but they're working on it and stuff. If you read these tips, they're actually really good tips. Usually game tips, like on loading screens and stuff like that, are like iconically ridiculous. Like they'll tell you like the basic controls or something. But the ones on Hunt Showdown are actually really nice. I don't know if you read the first one, but it said that some zombies are still carrying their handguns from when they were alive, and they have rusted over time. And so if they hit you, the handgun will go off because it's all rusted and like the sear is no longer holding the hammer back properly. And that is a thing that can happen. Uh, the sear is a very precise, small part of metal, and you don't want to damage it with anything. It's usually well protected, but you know, water and stuff like that, rust can get in places where it shouldn't be, where it isn't exposed and stuff. Alright, so there's a clue over in the little houses, just to the west of us. And there's only one target, and it's the assassin. And I don't want to just immediately run for this clue, but it's over there. We're gonna get up closer and then hold steady here. The reason I wait at the beginning, I know you maybe find it like odd or um unnecessary, but people do spawn very, very close to you in this game. Spawn is in like they load in to the match. Sometimes very, very close to you. Like not within sight, but not usually, sometimes the only thing preventing that sight is like a few trees or a small hill. Uh like a hill that's like, I don't know, like 2 meters tall, 3 meters tall. Um, so as soon as you run up, like I was in the low area, like on that road up to the plantation mansion, and it's totally possible that we could have spawned alongside someone. Usually, I don't see people over here so much as over there, but it's still possible. Alright, so I think we're probably far enough away. Usually other people don't wait. If you notice this, I stepped on a stick and it was really loud. That can attract not only other hunters, but the zombies and stuff as well. So it's beneficial to avoid them. This stick. But if you crouch, it doesn't break. You can sneak by. And then if you run... Oh shit. Sometimes if you crouch, it's enough. What do I want? This one. We're okay. We made a little noise, but... And I also forgot my controls. I'm like pressing the wrong shit. We're okay though. Right now we are in a dark gray area, which if you look at the map, it's dark gray. The light gray area is the places that the light gray area is the territory that the boss can still be in, the assassin, the bounty target. Every time we do the thing that I just did, I went in that house and I did something that it says hold to X to investigate clue. So we're tracking down this boss, this monster, and it updates on your map every time you figure it out. Now, fuck. Okay. Let me think. Alright. So I'm gonna go check this out. I don't think anyone is near us. Pretty sure. But you can never be entirely sure. There's something in there for me. Pressing the wrong buttons. And then can't use that. And then okay. I do kind of want to level this up a bit. So we are in the dark gray area. I'm listening to gunfire that is south of us, pretty far south. Probably at that church, maybe at the fishery. Actually, I amend that. Probably at the fishery. It's not quite the right direction for the church. It doesn't kill from there, okay. If they come up here, I'm not really worried, but because of that, but I would prefer to make a little less noise and also to get the XP with the actual weapon and not with lamps and stuff. My aim's not very sharp today, is it? You can pick up these crossbow bolts. Just like you can pick up like throwing knives and other things. But it's so common to refill, like it's not really necessary. Is that horse alive or dead? No, it's alive. Okay. Well. It would be more impactful to retrieve them if I had a different ammo type for this crossbow. But it's the way it is right now. I have plenty of bolts, so it doesn't really matter. The damage drops off quite quickly with this. So I'm getting used to my new controls though. I am. People do that when they get stuff like that because it makes your character move. So if someone is watching you, it makes it hard to shoot you in the head. But I don't think anyone's out here. One distinct example of something people do. You used to get points for killing the sick animals. Like, it wouldn't be a lot, it would only be 10. But it may have even been 5, but it definitely gave you some points just for killing the horses or the dogs or the other things. Because it was like an act of mercy, and it's you doing something that you don't have to do. And then they took that out because people just viewed it as like animal cruelty, even though it's like really the opposite. It's like merciful because everything is getting sick with the corruption out here. That's why they're turning into monsters. I thought it was perfectly fine, but obviously most people don't think like me. I was reading your thing, sorry. So, we know that there's a bunch of people shooting at various different places, and none of it is really like lining up with where we expect the boss to be. Oh shit, almost missed it. So a lot of the time the zombies will appear dead. That's why I shot the one on the ground, but I guessed wrong, because the one next to him was actually the one that was alive. Anyway, these chickens and stuff like that, like the same thing with the dogs and the other animals, they're just kind of trapped here. And they are gonna eventually get infected with the monster's corruption. So, killing them is really benevolent. It's not cruel. Alright, so let's get another clue. I'm surprised it's been 15 minutes and there's no banishing. Usually it happens within like the first 5 to 10. 5 being like if someone spawned next to it, they just got lucky, and 10 being like a normal amount. But there's still no banishing happening, which is really surprising. I presume that the gunfire down south there would have something to do with it, like it may be at the Reeves Quarry at the bottom of the map, or the Darren Shipyard, but it's taken them a long time, which is odd. That's what happens when you run out of stamina. I could have shot the last guy with the crossbow though, instead of doing that. We want to really quick grab this clue, because if they are finding the boss, I mean, they're probably not just finding it right now, you know? So, we want to... We want to get this shit before they finish killing it, otherwise it's going to disappear. But we know that the boss is for sure to the south. Far, far south. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this supply caravan. It's someone who's been passing through. Oh shit, okay. I don't know why he's walking, but usually they run pretty fast. They very much outpace hunters. Anyway, what I was saying is that this is like, there's supply marks on the map. It's essentially like people who were just traveling at the time and they happened to run through here and the zombies and stuff got to them. But they have plenty of stuff to help if you need help. So we got some ammo and we got consumable out of it. We got a few things. I'm not exactly sure why, I'm not exactly sure what they're up to with this whole, not killing the boss, not banishing them. They could be dead. It's not uncommon for this bounty monster to kill people because, it does damage that inflicts bleed, and that means, like, it's fairly easy to have to stop the bleeding and not have enough time based on choices. What was that? Bro, it didn't get there? Okay, I have to aim higher then. Drops a lot. Drops a lot. I'm not really worried about anyone being here though. It's possible, but incredibly unlikely. What is this again? Big bundle. Ready? It's loud. Seeing as no one is over here, we could show some of the stuff. Every time I walk over this broken glass, it makes sound, distinct sound. So if you are aware of where glass is, you can tell where a person is. When you step on sticks like this, no one really takes note of where sticks are because they're random. They could be anywhere. Like next match, if we are in the same map, the stick might not be here. But if you step on it, it will break loudly and stay broken. So there's little things that you can take notice of that will tell you where other people are. We know that there's some shooting this direction. I could go to the other... I kind of want to go south. I don't know if... There's certainly someone, like, southwest. Certainly someone southwest. I want to go southeast so that we're not, like, too close to them. I could go investigate them, but I don't think that they're in an area that's very... good for my loadout. I think that they're either on the other side of the prison or in the prison. It's not super duper good for me. It's like alright, I could go there, but it's avoidable, and I can kill more stuff over here. So, right there, I stepped on it. I could kill these, which would get me some points for the weapon XP. Now I gotta go around it though because the barrel lit oil slick on fire. So they are behind the thing like I said, and then the extraction is right there as well, so they're gonna get away, which is not a big deal because I wasn't going after them to begin with, but like there's not a ton that I could do about it. This guy's fucking tough as shit. Fuck. So if your health dips down past a single bar, it will not regenerate on its own. You have to do stuff to get that health back. Like you have to use a consumable health item or something. But we don't have to use our own. We could just find one. There's more than likely one that's already here somewhere. And it does sound like that guy is potentially not alone. Obviously these gates are very loud, and you can also you can shut them by going up to them and interacting, but you can also shut them by doing that. And that may or may not be useful to you. If someone is getting away from you, you could theoretically do it in time to trap them. It's very unlikely that that situation even arises, but it's possible. I think if you shut the gate on, like, with someone below it, it also kills them. So it's potentially helpful, although very, very unlikely to be useful. What is more useful, though, is that... Dude, that was weird. Died after I shot, like, after hitting me. Anyway. So... Okay, so there was actually 2 people, so I would have had to face a duo. So it's not just a solo. Which I could have done, but, you know, like, once I get stuff leveled up, it'll be a little bit easier to do stuff, in terms of combat, at least. You can do everything that you need to do with just the starting equipment. It doesn't, like, it's not like it prevents you from killing people, but you have more tools at your disposal after you level things up. So, it helps to do that. And then the other thing is that... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I forgot that I had those on. I didn't press the wrong button that time, actually. I just forgot that I had them. So, looking at the map, it looks like someone else is there as well. Someone is like preventing them from leaving. So if I went over there, I could have, uh, like tried to like fight all of them or tried to fight whoever survives. But it was just like a weird situation. And typically if things are weird, oh shit, it's better to abstain than if things are weird, it's better to like see what happens than it is to just go straight over there. You can certainly check out things that are weird if you want to, but it comes with the risk of the unknown. I'm gonna shoot this zombie in the leg and watch how... I don't think I hit him low enough. Okay, I'm gonna shoot the next zombie in the leg and watch how he actually changes. Like based on that. Oh, they're gonna extract. Okay. We'll go over there too. I'll shoot this one in the leg, and then look at how he... Oh shit. That was weird. Okay, usually when you shoot them in the leg, they actually start limping towards you, because, like, you know, you shot them in the leg, so... Essentially... Like, they, it's kind of like the, Resident Evil 2, where you can shoot them, like, in the kneecap and stuff like that, and you have a better chance of, like, immobilizing them rather than shooting them in the head to try and kill them. Like, we'll try with this one. Guess it's just... Alright, I'm gonna try back up and then... There we go. So I guess you just can't do it with the crossbow, but if you shoot them in the leg, then they can no longer sprint towards you. And the same thing goes if you hit them in the hand, then... Oh shit. There could be people waiting for me at this fucking extraction, actually. I hope there isn't, but they could have heard me shoot and decided that I have no other option but to go to that extraction. That would suck, but they could. If they are waiting, then we'll give them hell. But there's not a ton I can do. To just make them not wait, you know. We got 3 minutes to get over there. We have more than enough time, but it's just a question of whether they're waiting for us or not. I could have tried to go to the one in the corner, or the one up north, but would have been a risk. Actually, the one up north we probably would have been fine, but I had already gone a little bit south, so... We'll go over here. I'll be disappointed if there's a person here that we have to deal with, because I don't want to deal with people, but we killed some monsters and I leveled up a bunch of stuff and explained some of the aspects of the game. I want to get my stamina back before we get too close, just in case there is someone over here. It looks like it's clear, but it's hard to be sure. So even though we avoided people, we still got a lot of like stuff, and I probably got what I wanted to unlocked, because it says like entry unlocked, custom ammo unlocked, entry unlocked. So we killed like a lot of it says your XP for like each thing right here. So we got 360 for these, 600 for these, 120 here, 300 here, 400 here, 760, and then we got the 2 clues, and then I know it was not eventful, but there were actually, despite it being so quiet, I know it sounded very quiet, there was like small amounts of gunfire just periodically throughout the match, but never like large quantities. There were actually still 5 enemy duos, so 10 other enemy people in the match, and there were no solos, so I could have just ran in there, but they could have been like fighting each other stealthily. Like, there are weapons that don't make a lot of noise when you kill people. There's weapons that have silencers on them. There's the crossbow that I was using. There's also a bow and arrow, or like a regular bow. And there's throwing knives, and there's some other things like if you kill someone with like a melee weapon, like a sword or something, then I'm not gonna be able to hear it far away. But we got this, which helps a lot. We got this, which is okay. We got this, which helps somewhat. I don't really care about this one. But we got a lot of stuff, the important stuff. I probably asked already, but if you want to sleep, then it is late and I don't blame you. I know we didn't do very much interesting stuff, like we didn't go seek out other hunters and whatnot, but we can always do that tomorrow, and I don't know. I'll try to find, I don't know, some interesting stuff perhaps we could try. We definitely leveled up quite a bit. You choose if you want to sleep or not. I'm gonna play another one. Probably a few more, but I don't mind if you sleep, or if you want to sleep in the stream, or if you want to. I will try and level up that little hand crossbow just a little bit more. But also, if we see someone, I have that rifle for a reason. I really like this rifle in real life. It was, in my opinion, the best rifle of the time for a few reasons. Mainly that magazine that you just saw. We open it from the side and we reload it. Um, there's not very many designs that have stuff like that. It's very rare, and that was it's the first time it was ever tried. You see those railroad tracks? You probably don't because you're sleeping or something, or closing your eyes. But um, there's railroad tracks about 50 meters ahead of us, and people sometimes spawn there. Um, so in total, like, I don't know, 100 meters away. And then if you both run like 20 meters, then you'll be like 60 meters apart from each other, and then suddenly you see each other, and it's unpleasant because you don't have any time to prepare for this. And you didn't necessarily do anything wrong. You just happen to be next to someone, and then it's kind of like a roll of the dice. Like, maybe he kills you, maybe you kill him. One of the few things that I don't really like about this. But it's not like the worst thing in the world because, I mean, it's like somewhat mitigatable. You can lay low and try and avoid confrontations like those. And it's not like you're just doomed. You can, like, kill them if you want to, if you're able to, in certain situations at least. I mean, nothing is stopping you, like, it all depends on how good they are versus how good you are, and then what the specifics of your scenario are. Like, maybe you see them, but only when it's too late, like you don't have any cover and you're right next to a guy with a shotgun. Or maybe you see them earlier on and he's in the open and you have good shots on him. Like, it's, uh, it's a combination of things. A lot of people like to be like, well, this guy killed you, so he's better. But in reality, it doesn't actually work like that. Like, yes, it means something to kill someone else, to defeat them, but it doesn't explicitly mean that they are better than you. It means that in their situation, they were they they most likely had some sort of advantage. Whether they intended to give themselves that advantage or not is completely separate. But in their situation, they had an advantage, and they either succeeded or they failed based on, their ability to capitalize on their advantages. So, yeah, like this guy's not very far southeast of us. So I'm just gonna grab this really quick and leave. Quite close to us. Quite close to us. Like 150 meters away-ish, maybe. He's in that building, the Lawson train station. I don't know if he has a teammate, because I only hear one gun so far. So one gun, one person. They could have the same gun, like the same exact gun, and then it would be impossible to discern between the two. But it sounds like one person so far. Sounds like one person, and we're not gonna see him from this angle, so I'm gonna move up to the left. Yeah. It's quite close. About like 80 meters maybe now. We heard two guns, but it does sound like one person. Sounds like one person using two different guns because they usually get paired together because they use the same ammunition category. Alright, now it's certainly two different people. And they're definitely in here. There's other people running up towards them, so. One of them died inside. But I can't move on it because of this guy. Which is unfortunate because I would like to. I could kill this guy though, potentially. I'll try to. He's coming up just southeast of us. And I'm looking for him. I know he's behind this building. Yep, that's him on top. I just gotta get a shot here. He's standing still. Hold on. Got him. Alright, so now they know I'm here. That guy might self-revive, or he might have a teammate, so I have to watch him temporarily. We know that inside... Oh. Is this his teammate? That could potentially be his teammate. I don't know if it is, though. He's doing less damage than I am. He relocated to the left here. I don't think it is his teammate. I think he just went out for some reason, though. I don't understand what the reason is. This guy got up. He's about to get up. Maybe not. This is a bad situation. I want to get out of here. He's probably gonna get revived, this thing. He got me. I fucked up. I fucked up my ambush. I shouldn't have selected that weapon. I don't think I did that much damage to him. I think it landed right at his feet, and I barely got anything on him. If I had just opened with the rifle like normal, oh, this guy's gonna kill him. Maybe. He might actually get killed by him. Why are they next to each other?
Yeah, I kind of doubt they will at this point. If they would have been on their way, they probably would have got here.
They're both like afraid of the guy who killed me, and this guy knows about them. Doesn't have a teammate, he's a solo. If I had opened with the rifle, I probably would have killed him, because I could have easily shot him in the head, but I thought he was like closer because I was hearing him crouch, and usually you can only hear them crouch from like very, very close. But I'm just underestimating like how far you can actually hear, because I heard him from like 20 meters away almost. But now this guy's got barely any ammo left because he like sprayed me down, like he wasted all his shit. I want to see if he actually does anything interesting. He knows that they're in this building, but he doesn't know anything else. If we swap back to them, they're still in here. He knows that they're in there, and they know that he's outside. Now he's running. He used a heavy attack on the zombie, which is not necessary. The weapon that he was using can kill zombies with a light attack, but he doesn't know that. He's gonna go back to the he's gonna go to the ammo thing to try get more ammo, and then come back. And he made a bunch of noise while doing it. I wanna see what happens, but I have a feeling nothing's gonna happen for a while. Yeah, he definitely doesn't know about the stamina thing, because you don't need a heavy attack with the large knife. The blue knife. Yep. And now he's getting fucked up because he chose to make a bunch of noise, and that totally signaled to them that he was running away, and where he was specifically, not just like that he was running. He's about to die. You're not in cover there. What the fuck? Let me see if I can find them. They're pushing him out, but they're not following him, which is kind of annoying. They're in the... You can't see it actually on the map, but they're not very far away from each other, and I'm pretty sure that the solo is gonna die because he's not actually a good solo. Like, he doesn't... I should have put this guy down. I just didn't swap to the right weapon. I would have totally killed him. That crossbow drops a lot, and I don't use it normally. A lot. I shot him I shot at him, like, from, like, 15 meters away, and because he was crouched, I didn't estimate it high enough, and it just fell on the ground, like, right in front of him. If I was using a bullet, though, it wouldn't have made any difference from there. There is no bullet drop in this game at all, but, there's time, there's muzzle velocity. Doesn't make you calculate bullet drop, which is alright. I don't mind it. I've played other games where there's bullet drop in them, but I don't mind that it's not here either. I don't know. I think low-key that it should have been, because the big rifles are kind of like advantageous in most ways. Now he's just running away. He knows that he can't fight them because they ambushed him. They brought him down to like 10 health, and like, the teammate should have shot him. The one who didn't, like, hit him. One of them almost killed him on his own, but the other one should have shot him to add up the damage so that he would have died. I think he's just running away now. Yeah, he ran all the way to the extraction, of course. Alright, I don't need to see more, but, like, I'm disappointed that they didn't kill him. That whole situation was very confusing because apparently I killed a part of a duo that was killing the boss, but the guy who ran out there was the solo, and he ran from the boss lair building. So that guy was, like, not related. So right here, I downed one of the duo who was outside the building looking at it. Looking at the building. At his teammate. Killing the bounty target. And the solo ran from the target building out to him. And then started fighting me from there. Like, just bizarre. Like, why would you be watching? I understand, like, trying to watch, like, the area in general, but he ran into that building. Like, before we got there, he ran to that building, and he immediately looked out from the top of it. As if trying to, like, see whoever's killing the boss target through the windows. Like, as if trying to snipe the person like we were doing, essentially. So, very, 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 very confusing. I got a nice one. I got a legendary for free. This dark tribute thingy is just, you can get any of these rewards just for playing. So possible rewards. General equipment, you can get hunt dollars, which is what you buy the equipment for. So it's an in-game currency. It has no translation to real life. You can't buy hunt dollars, and hunt dollars can't buy any other stuff. It's just stuff for your character. It's not like any kind of DLC things. And then you can get blood bonds, which is an in-game currency, but it has a real-life translation. Every 100 is $1. and it's for like microtransactions. So like if you wanted a legendary character, um, you would use blood bonds, and you can earn them slowly, or you can buy them. It's a way for them to continue funding towards their game support, because they don't just like put the game out there and then just let it, you know, do its thing. They continue to support it and add new things to it all the time. Literally, like every 2 months roughly is like some new things, which is really cool. Maybe it's like three total, 3 months ish, but they add things all the time. And then you can get an extra hunter slot, which means you can have more hunters available. Um, you can get upgrade points for the hunters, so if you wanted a perk, a trait that would help you, like one of them is lets you reload faster if you have certain weapons. Um, that could help you. Doesn't always help you, but if you have those specific weapons, then it could. Um, you can get a legendary item, which is what I just got. You can get a legendary hunter, which I don't care for because I like the reptile. And then you could get a loadout slot, which is useful, but not like super duper useful. Like I already have a few of them, and I don't need more. I wouldn't be disappointed if I got that, but I like I pretty much got like the second best thing you could get. The first being like if you got the blood bonds, because then you could just buy whatever legendary item you wanted to. But that is cool. I do kind of want to level up this. Not this, but like this one over here. I like this one specifically, but like not I'm not crazy about it. It's just it looks nice compared to the regular variant. This legendary one. I don't know what to pair with it though. Really, I should have, when fighting him, when I turned out that I had not hit him directly, I hit like at his feet. I should have avoided that. I just don't like running away. I mean, it's not because of like an honor thing, but a lot of the time running away is a death sentence. Returning fire is usually better. Especially when I had the trees already. I didn't want to leave the trees to get to the building, but I could have had like a much easier time killing him if I went into the building or behind the building. I'll roll with this, I guess. So this one's got the bayonet on it. It's not bad. It was decent technology at the time. Not the bayonet, but the rifle as a whole. Um, I wouldn't want it still. There was worse firearms. of the period. Problem is just that the caliber is kind of wimpy. The action is not very strong and not even very like uh smooth, fluid. It's pretty conceptually weak, like design wise. But back then it was perm permissible, I guess. I don't know. There was not a lot of alternatives, and people didn't have tons of great ideas on what a rifle should be, so or how it should be, rather, at least. Fuck. I should have changed. Damn it. I didn't take that shit off. I brought some consumables that are not really relevant to me, but it's okay. I think you actually do get a good light attack with this one. No, you don't. Never mind. Zombies have about 75 health-ish. So if you do more than that, you kill them. If you do less than that, you need 2 hits. Or potentially more if you do dramatically less than that. But hunters have 150 health. And then other things have like varying amounts of health. That was a very weird sound. Sounds like somebody here. Oh, okay. It's not somebody here. Could be somebody here. But definitely somebody at the next compound over. Truthfully, there's no reason for me to be here, so I'm gonna go the other way. Because I just want the clues and the monsters for weapon XP. I mean, I could go over there and see if... No, this is stupid. Why would I do this? I don't know. I'll go over there and see if I catch them in the field, I guess. Even though that's a horrible idea. It's 1, 2. This is the other team chasing him. I'm not gonna fight them like head on, but I'll fuck with them a little bit. For good measure, you know. Interesting. So they're gonna go to that extraction, and the other ones are gonna go to catfish, which I don't mind. It's fine. I could go loot those bodies after, because I'm sure they didn't loot them while I was shooting at them. It's really not worth that much. Takes a lot. Pressing the wrong button. if there was any more action, like if they didn't just both die, if they like traded and it was like 1v2 or something, I could have done more. But they were both up, so there's like nothing, there's like no benefit from that whole altercation. You can see clearly how like the firing pin is on the. We encountered that one earlier, but he went back to sleep on the floor. You can see how the firing pin is actually on the hammer. Crow's gonna be loud in a second. Still fighting up there. I need to work on my aim a lot. There was a lot of people. There was 5 other duos. I was the only solo. It's okay though. to fight. They were on both sides. Fight may be over by now. Brother. So defect backwards. Yep, that's our guy. It's the both of them. Guess they went past. Probably not that far though. Yeah, not very far at all. That explosion was right there. This is bad because I can't be concealed from both of them at the same time. I have to expose to one of them. I don't really want to do that. Oh shit, the spider's in there. Seen it on the ceiling through that little. They're still back there. Over there. But can't see them from here. It's annoying. Spider's not the one being banished, the other one is. I gotta push up here, I gotta figure out what's going on, to be honest. This guy ran back a little bit, but how far back did he run? I know that crossing this point means I no longer have escape route. I am okay with that. I think they've left. I think they've gone up considerably closer. Yeah, they're up close. Now, obviously, you can see through the window there. I don't know if I want to shoot right now. We haven't found this other two. I could shoot right now. Sometimes it's beneficial not to, though. They're in there, aren't they? I think they are. That's why the door is open, isn't it? Yeah. That's what's going on here. I don't know why it's so much firing, though. No one's taking damage. I think that they are there. I don't understand. Worried about the shotgun, but ready. Is it a big old party? Is that what it is? Serpent, maybe. Could run. Should run. Hopefully I don't die here. Obviously, I have changed the dynamic of the fight now because I've reduced the traffic. I like the high traffic, don't get me wrong, but Gotta not get shot right here. And then I'm like almost home free, right? Oh, shit, don't do that. I don't want to waste it. If they have stamina shots or something, they're gonna catch up with me. Okay, no one here. Yet. Question is, can I survive 30 seconds? Can I get far enough ahead where I survive 30 seconds? I might die here. I'm playing like a rat, and I totally expect to die. I am okay if I die here. If I die, then I tried to play like a rat, and I got what came. Alright, so I stole one. If I had a shotgun, that would have been a lot more fun because I got the dark sight boost, so I could see people within 50 meters in dark sight. So through objects and whatnot, through walls and stuff. And then I would have had the stopping power to actually do that. Like I could have tried to fight them with the bayonet, but that's really risky considering I already know at least one guy has a shotgun. So the bounty traded hands quite a bit. Quite a bit. Several different people had the bounty at some point. And I'm the only one who extracted so far. I think a lot of them are gonna die. I got some free shit. I was more so wanting some kills of the two that we saw and the two that we heard in the building, but I don't really come prepared for kills and understand that it is my own doing. Yeah, there's people here. I knew there would be too. They didn't spawn that close, but pretty close. They probably spawned like 150 meters away-ish. Now there's people behind me too. Fucking hell. For the record, you can headshot people up to like 300 meters with the longer rifles. So it's bad. It's bad. You're within engagement range. 150 sounds far, but it's not that far. Not for bullets. Most of the handguns can headshot kill you within 80 meters, so just double that. Some of the handguns can get up to like 100. So there's a guy southwest, or southwest really, of us. And then there's a guy west northwest of us. So at this point, either target is here, and this guy's just waiting for people with like a shotgun or something. Or the bounty's not here. But I'm pretty sure it's not here because I would have heard it already. I just want the clue. And then we'll leave. Should be safe to grab at this point. Alrighty then. We almost got to the clue, but could go have a look at it. It's the horse that he killed. Chaos bomb or a real fight? Oh, real fight, real fight. I see this guy. I'm about to shoot him. Guy's running away. I need a headshot, really. I can see his legs. I don't have enough penetration with this. Could maybe relocate slightly. I don't know if I can get the angle right though. Try. Getting lower. Getting lower. No, I can't get the angle right. He's just slightly to the fucking right. I can't. Can't. Can't see him from the. Oh no. Got killed. I see that guy. knew I was gonna miss that second shot too. I just couldn't get a good angle. Like I tried, there was nowhere to stay on that hill. I could just only see his feet, which was deeply disappointing. I'll try revive, but I don't. They could be watching it easily. I have no idea where they went to. None whatsoever. Somehow my gun is loaded, even though I fired. Oh, okay. So they had the dark side. I guess they won the fucking fight already, apparently. There was like nothing left. I didn't realize that. It sounded like there was still a guy. They gave me a shitty fucking... Oh, that's why it's loaded. Because he stole the bayonet version. That's funny. I don't mind. The bayonet was just nice because you can get weapon XP quietly, but I'm not like deeply disappointed. It's just... need this. If you notice, when I reload over wood, you can actually hear the cartridges fall out. I'll just try to get some XP like I originally set out to do. Freaked me out. This is where I was looking into, and then the guy died, I guess. these are. That's sus. That is fucking sus. There's a guy here, for sure. I have only 100 health. Low-key, I'm curious, even though I shouldn't go search for this guy, I want to just see a little bit. I'm just gonna run. Oh shit. Forgot. Probably not gonna level up from this, but it's fine. Yeah, I died to the... He just saw me in the dark side. It's fine. I didn't realize that. I thought there was still a fight and they were just flanking or something, but no, he saw me long before. He just didn't realize where exactly it was. Oh, I have to close out just so that it won't kill me.